Today is day 22 of 100 random acts of kindness. Today's been a good day. It's day 2 of the trial, and I feel good. That doesn't necessarily mean a whole lot, and I'm cautiously feeling good, but I do feel good today. It's been a good day. Got a few things done. Got to see my friend Johanna came up from Sunday to today, which was really nice. She took me to the hospital yesterday, which was super helpful because I can't get a needle by myself. So it's just been, it's been a really good couple days. And then on top of that, I'm outside, which doesn't really happen very often. I was able to shower today without being sick, which is kind of a new crappy thing that I'm dealing with and trying to sort out why I feel so nauseous in the shower. I don't know if it's because it's confined, what it is. A shower chair is actually on its way. They have rented a shower chair for me. They being, I don't know, long-term care or whatever. So I can try it out for a couple weeks and see how I like it. So it's coming because there's something about me standing. I don't know if it's like residual shortness of breath. My hip, like the whole thing, like showering is just such a pain anymore, which is insane that we've gotten here. Like I just keep kind of playing that back in my head that like, how are we, somebody said something about the honorary Batgirl, and they said, oh, you must have been a lot more mobile then. And I thought, yeah, that's a good point. That was a year ago, and I was a hell of a lot more mobile. I didn't have all these crazy side effects. I didn't have a broken hip in 2 spots. So yeah, I was a lot more mobile back then. And it's just crazy that we're ordering, like, what have I gone through in the last month? A walker, a bed helper, a wheelchair, a shower chair, like holy crap. Now, if I didn't have the broken hip and the treatment hadn't changed, like my cancer has progressed a little bit to my liver, so I don't want anybody to think like, oh God, our prognosis is so much worse than it was. We're still, I mean, there's been progression and the treatment stopped working and we have to find a new treatment. I'm not saying that that's a great situation, but I think just things are kind of crazy right now, and I'm hoping in a couple months we have a much better idea of a plan and stuff. So in saying that, I was thinking the other day about, if you know me, you know that I think about like budgeting and saving money and stuff all the time. I check our bank accounts all the time, our credit card, everything. I had a budget for a number of years, which I've kind of slacked on a little bit, but just to see where like every dime, like if Keith donated $5 to somewhere, I wanted to know about it, just so that we could keep track, so I could see exactly where our money's going, where I could save money. And I'm lucky enough to have long-term disability. It's not a lot of money, but I'm so grateful that I have it because I know a lot of people don't have it. So I'm not about to complain that I have it, but obviously we bring in more money than we did when I was working. That just makes sense. I know there are some jobs that will top you up, which is incredible. I don't have one of those jobs, but I do have a job that has long-term disability, thank God. So in saying that, we have tried so many different things about, trying to save money in different ways. And one thing that really works well for us is price matching. We price match groceries, we price match electronics, we price match our appliances, and it has saved us thousands of dollars. Now, when my friend who price matches, Bridget, told me about this, I thought, okay, how much can you really save price matching grapes? Like, I thought that was a little ridiculous. And then I started doing it, and then I started getting good at it. And I would say every grocery shop we save like 30, 40 bucks. It is a huge saver because you can price match anything from toothpaste to meat. Like meat will be like 27 bucks for ground beef, like the club pack or something. And it's on sale somewhere else. Now you do have to price match apples to apples, so it has to be the exact same thing. But it'll knock it like in half. Like things like that, like you're saving 13 bucks on ground beef. Or anything really, any big item that's really expensive, or even smaller items that you can freeze, like orange juice. When it would go on for $1.99, maybe I would get 3 and freeze 2 of them. I would never freeze cheese because I don't think cheese freezes well. My mom would have something else to say about that. But so I wouldn't do it with cheese. I would do it with anything that can freeze, and you save so much money. And the only reason that we can do that is because of the app Flip, F-L-I-P-P. It saves you from taking all your flyers to the grocery store and, you know, going back and forth and pointing things out. It's all on a nice list. And so one of my gratitude videos was all about all these sites that help me save. And for anybody, it's worth doing it, but for us, it's almost essential. You know, it would be nice if I didn't have to pay a mortgage or a car payment or all these things because I have cancer, but that's not the case. Sometimes if we were to have a mortgage for, I don't know, a few years or 5 months, I don't think it matters, before we got the house, or sorry, before, that doesn't make sense, before I had cancer, then there's insurance on it sometimes. Unfortunately, that didn't happen for us. I had cancer and then we got a mortgage. So, you know, these things don't go away because you have cancer. Sometimes insurance will cover them. In our case, it doesn't. So with us, it's essential that we save money because we have to keep paying for these things. So I did with this gratitude video about a number of different groups and websites, and one of them was Flip, this app, Flip. So I contacted them and said, I just wanted to share this with you. I wanted to share my gratitude with you. You guys are so great, and you know, it's endless how much we save with you, and I just want to share that, and, you know, sent it to them over Twitter. So great. And then little do I know, so they send me a private message and said, we'd like to send you something. And oh, that's really nice. Thank you. Like, you don't have to do that. Like, you've already given me enough by having your app be created. So I gave them my email address, or my home address. So this is what comes in the mail. This beautiful, huge, oh, I got it backwards. This beautiful, huge, what am I saying here? Grocery bag thing, reusable grocery bag, which is built really well. And then inside came a Flip drinking, like one of these really nice ones, like a, I don't want to hit the brick, but like the ding ding ding, I don't know what, tin, whatever it's called. I'm obviously brutal with words today. And then I go inside, and because it was in the middle of my gratitude project, they sent me this. So the Flip bag and the water bottle are like more like promo stuff, right? So they would have that stuff. Whereas this, I'll just show you this. Oh, this is amazing. This is an amazing video. I don't have anything ready. Anyway, it's the Maya Angelou collection. So it's the Legacy collection. And it says, stormy or sunny days, glorious or lonely nights, I maintain an attitude of gratitude. And it was Maya Angelou. And it's this beautiful bracelet. I'll try to see if I can, it's not going to focus on it. And it says, attitude is gratitude. And what Flip couldn't have possibly known is that we quoted Maya Angelou in our wedding ceremony, and I have so much respect for her. And then to know that it was the Legacy, sorry, our neighbors are talking to Keith, the Legacy edition or collection. And so I get this and I'm like in tears and can't believe it. And then, so I email them and I'm like, holy crap, you guys are amazing. And how amazing is that? Like, this random act of kindness is so beautiful. And like I said, like the two things were like promo stuff, but then they went and found this, like they specifically sent this to me and spent money on this bracelet because of my gratitude project. And to that, I can't, like, I think that is just such an amazing thing for a company to do. Especially, it's not like they tweeted about it after, like, hey, everybody, come look at how good we are. They just did this for me because of my gratitude. Like, amazing. So, anyway, as I showed you, there's a little pocket. I don't know if you can see it right there in the front. So I sent this email off and I was like, holy, this bracelet, how beautiful. And I love the bag. And like, you guys are great. And this really means a lot to me and whatever. So then like 2 hours later, I'm like, oh, there's a little pocket in the front. I didn't notice that. So I go inside the pocket and there are two Visa gift cards. One is for $50 and the other one is for $200. And they were like, I hope this helps with other costs. And so I didn't see the gift cards when I sent the initial email. So I pretty sure I swore a lot in the second email, going like, holy shit, I can't believe, like, A, I missed that because they were tucked in this pocket, and B, holy generous, like, that's nutty. So this random act of kindness has stuck with me. I always tell so many people about Flip. That wouldn't have mattered if they sent this or not. I love this app. But then for them to send this, I think this is such a huge random act of kindness for a business who the app is free. They're not getting any money from me. So for them to send this, like, wow, like, it really, really meant a lot. And I'll talk about a lot of businesses who have just been unbelievable to me. But something that I just want to share is that businesses are there to help. Not always, not everybody. There are businesses out there who are out for the bottom line, and that's their prerogative, that they have every right. They do not have to help anybody but themselves. However, when a business does help the little guy, or does anything, sends them something, recognizes them, appreciates the customer, wow, what an impact they make, especially when it's not a PR stunt. Like Flip, nobody would know about this if I wasn't talking about it. And so massive random act of kindness. So my point is, ask. If ever you're wondering about if somebody is going to help or can help with flights, with anything, send the email, make the phone call, and ask, because so many companies are so amazing, and I can't wait to share more of the amazing things that people have done for us, both companies and otherwise. And to Flip, I mean, honestly, this has just meant so much to us. Hopefully I'll be able to share with you guys soon what we're using those gift cards for. And again, just such a good day. And thank you for all the love for the clinical trial. This is really scary, being a phase 1, like, we just haven't dealt with this before. And knowing that I could lose my breath, which is like insane. That's such a crazy side effect that I never really thought was an issue. So losing my breath, or this freaking acne, if it comes back, or the diarrhea, or the nausea, or the upset stomach, or the heartburn, or the mouth sores, or the dry mouth, or I'll stop. You get the idea. It is brutal with side effects as of right now. So, excuse me, that's not true. As of right now, I feel very good, but in the past, I did not feel good. And you can see still all these marks from that bloody rash. Anyway, thank you so much for following along. I will talk to you tomorrow. I'm sorry I'm a little long-winded. I just love this gift so much, and this random act of kindness means a lot to me. Talk to you tomorrow.